Hi, this is Amber from Board Game Blitz, and I just got back from Dice Tower West this year, which I went to, again, with my kids. I vlogged about it last year with my kids, but this year I went with my kids and my mom. It was her first board game convention ever, which was neat. She was like excited looking around like, wow, she didn't expect it to be that big even after seeing the map. She was expecting like one room, but then there were lots of rooms of different things like the open gaming, the hot games room, the library, all this stuff. So she was blown away by all that. Also, my mom could watch the kids for a little bit for a few hours during the day and also at night when they went to sleep so that Toby and I could play some games. So we only got a weekend badge this year. We were there Friday and Saturday most of the day. Well, as much as we could with our kids. So we went in the morning with kids. Both days we went to the Paint and Take. So the Paint and Take is an event where it was running all day, but you can go in, you get a miniature for free and you can paint it there. They give you paints to use and like a paintbrush and water, and they have little things set up at the table where you can paint the miniature and then you get to take it home. So that's really cool. My kids love it. It's like their favorite part of conventions. So we did that once each day, the first thing in the morning when we got to the convention. Also, we went to the meet and greet for content creators because my kids wanted to meet Eric again, Eric Summerer. they love him, and so we actually sought him out a couple times during the convention because my kids really wanted to say hi to him, and they did. So like those were the two things that my kids wanted to do during the convention, and they were able to do it, which was nice. Also, we wandered around the vendor hall sometimes with kids. There was this really cool like skeleton horse thing for some zombie game, but there were like my kids like looking at all the cool decorations and stuff. There was also a giant dice tower with giant dice that you roll in there and then you get a prize from, I forget what the vendor was, but they had little boxes, like plastic bins that you can use for game components, and so like you could roll the dice and then win maybe one of their bins or a sticker or a candy or something. So we did that and that was fun. And then we also played some games. So with the kids, we weren't able to play that many games. We did play a couple when the kids were there, but we also had my mom watch and we played some more games. So that was nice. Like I played more games at a convention than I have in the past like 5 years, which is nice. So we were able to check out games from the library and play them really easily. It's nice. But then there's also a play to win section, which is I think games donated by publishers for play to win, and that's where you check out games from that section and then you play them, and then you're entered in a raffle, a drawing to win that copy of the game and take it home. My mom actually won a copy of Echidna Shuffle, which is one of the games we tried playing with the kids. It's a children's game. It's for ages 6+, so my kids aren't quite old enough for it yet, but it's actually surprisingly strategic. Like you're moving echidnas around trying to pick up bugs and put them on your stumps, but like the echidnas keep blocking each other and everyone can move any echidnas, so you can like move them past other people's drop-off points, so they have to like move them back around, and the echidnas keep blocking other echidnas. So it's a neat game, but my kids aren't quite old enough for it yet, but soon. Another play to win game we checked out is Inside Job, which is a cooperative, well, there's a hidden person, but it's a trick-taking game where it's like a team with mostly cooperative and then one insider who is against everyone else, and they're trying to make people fail the missions or like win the most tricks, kind of. They don't actually have to fail the missions. So like everyone's trying to work together to complete a certain number of missions before the insider wins a certain number of tricks. And if neither of their win conditions are fulfilled, then people vote on who the insider is. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm not super into a lot of the trick-taking games, but I liked this one more than some of the other ones I've played recently. And now for games we played when our kids weren't there, so either when they were sleeping or in the afternoon when my mom was watching them at the Airbnb and they were just coloring. So on Friday, Toby and I played Elk Fest, Azul Summer Pavilion, and Kabuto Sumo. So Elk Fest is an older dexterity game, 2-player, where you're crossing moose across a river, and like you're flicking these discs for the moose to stand on the table, and so you like flick a disc and then try to move the moose across these discs, which are like rocks across the river or something. But you can flick any of the discs, and so you're like flicking the discs that someone else was trying to line up for their moose to cross, and then it was kind of cute. It was just like trying to flick a disc so that your moose can cross across. It's weird, but it was fun. And then Azul Summer Pavilion is another Azul game. I didn't like it as much as normal Azul because it has like the shapes that you put the tiles in. You can't really combo them as well. Like in regular Azul with the grid, you can make it so you get a lot of points depending on the order you place things in. Like on that placement, it stacks up. But in this one, it's like each piece is only touching 2 things, so the max you get each time you place is 3, and it's like not really matter what order you place it in as much. So I didn't like it as much as Azul, but it was pretty. And then Kabuto Sumo was just in a demo in the vendor hall. This is a coin pushing game, dexterity. You're like trying to push off the other person's warrior, and they're all discs and stuff. So you push a disc on, and then the discs fall off, and those ones you get into your supply. So Toby lost really quickly because he didn't end up knocking any discs off. So he just like lost from that, and we didn't like knock off each other's warriors yet, but it seems fun. If you play more, you probably get better at pushing other discs off so you don't just lose. And then on Saturday we played Trio and Parks with some other friends. So Trio is a remaking of Nana, a Japanese game. It's a card game where you're trying to collect sets of 3 cards. So there are cards 1 through 12, and there's 3 of each. You have to order them though, so on your turn you're flipping over a card from the center or telling someone to flip over their lowest or highest card. You can't ask for any other cards. And yourself too, you can do your lowest or highest card. And you're trying to get a set of 3s. But if you get the set of 3 7s, then you immediately win. But 7's in the middle, so it's hard to get that since you have to get the lowest or highest card. So it was fun, and then it was like people would be flipping over cards and then getting not matches, and then people see those numbers and remember it, so it has like some memory in there. And then it's like someone flips over the 10 and then another 10, and then it's like the last person sees those ones and like, oh, I have the last 10 and I can get that set now. That was fun. Quick, short, easy game. And then we played Parks, which is a game themed around visiting national parks. So this one you're going along a path, kind of like to Kaido, where you can go forwards but not backwards. And you go on spaces that other people aren't on. Once per round, you can go on a space that someone else is on, and you get items, or like you get resources, and then you spend those to go to parks or like to get gear and stuff that helps you. Each round has different setup with different seasons, weather and stuff that gives different bonuses and different like special abilities. And then you can get the gear gives you special powers and stuff that you can use, and then everyone also has an end game scoring condition that they're going for. So you're basically trying to collect a bunch of resources that you need in order to go visit the certain parks, also take pictures and stuff, and get the most points by doing all that. So it was fun planning, trying to get the different resources to get the parks that I wanted, and it's also very pretty, like the little resources. I don't know if this is upgraded or just regular, but like the little shaped resources were really cute. All the animals were all different shapes and stuff too. All right, and that's it for the board games that I played. I also played Craps, which is on Board Game Geek. So I personally did not play, but Toby played it and I watched, and I like doing that. I hadn't been able to watch him play Craps since my kids arrived. So it was nice being able to do that again. But it was fun. Craps is like a big cooperative board game with money. But it's like big table, you're rolling dice and you're all cheering together. So that was fun, and it was nice that we got to do that because my mom came and watched the kids. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, on Friday night, Crystal and I and some friends did a Jubensha. We tried a Jubensha for the first time. They had, there were some Canadians who were, it was like an adapted version of Jubensha made for American audiences. So it wasn't like actually Jubensha, which is, if you don't know what Jubensha is, check out the People Makes Games video about it. It's a phenomenon in China where it's like role-playing-ish murder mystery, but it gets like very involved and like people get super into character. I want to see my whole face. Okay. But this was a 2-hour one that was made specifically for a convention, and I'm gonna have like a whole podcast episode and video about it separately. So it was like a much shorter version, and it seemed like more for American audiences than the Chinese ones. But yeah, it was a fun experience, and you'll hear about that on a future podcast episode and YouTube video where we filmed some of it. So look forward to that if you're interested in the idea of Jubensha or murder mystery party things. All right, and that's it for the games we played at the convention. We also acquired some games. I already mentioned that we won Echidna Shuffle. My mom won it, but then she gave it to us. And then we bought Glom, which is word party game. I haven't played it yet, but it sounds like the type of game we would like.
I got something from the convention.
Yeah.
I got these from the convention.
Yeah, so those are free little like finger rings.
Treasure. And I got this too.
Yes,
it's a coin.
Here. It's a coin, but let's look at what it says on there, okay? Here. It's a 3D printing company, S2 3D Printing. They had some really cool 3D printed stuff. But yeah, people were giving them lots of free things like stickers and coins and stuff. We also bought them some souvenirs, a little Kirby plushie and a little Nacho from the Dice Tower plushie, because it was half for me too, the Kirby one, because it is Kirby and has a skeleton and he likes skeletons. I got the orange one for my other kid because he likes orange. So not a huge haul or anything, but we got some fun things. And then I also got to see a lot of people. I didn't take any pictures because I don't do that. But yeah, it was great getting to see a lot of people and say hi. That was fun, and I got to see more people than I did last year, I think. We saw some people with the kids, and that was fun. The kids got to say hi to people, but also we sometimes saw some people when we were there without the kids too. And then people would ask, where are the kids? So sorry if you wanted to see the kids but didn't, but like they get tired of the convention all the time. So they were only there for like the mornings.
I painted minis.
Yes.
Painting minis was so fun.
Uh-huh. Is that your favorite part?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you liked?
And I played with Popo at the Airbnb.
Yes, yes. Popo is my mom, so, you got to do that. We also did a lot of other things in Vegas, too, like food and other entertainment stuff that we went to, but I'll talk about that in a different video for our Ko-fi members, because I'm just going to keep board game stuff on this channel for now. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my thoughts on my vlog, recap, rambly vlog about Dice Tower West and the games I played. Not as many games as I used to play, but more than last year. And I'm looking forward to more years of conventions in the future. So thanks for watching Board Game Blitz. Bye. Did you want to talk about Las Vegas at all?
I do.
You do? What do you want to say?
My favorite part at Las Vegas was meeting Eric.
Really? That's your favorite part?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else cool? Did you play any good games?
Echidna Shuffle.
Echidna Shuffle? Oh, you like that one?
Yeah.
Good. Anything else?
No. Bye-bye.
Did you have fun painting?
Yeah. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.